Hi, boys and girls. We're about to do math, and we're doing math today with Matteo. He's a little shy in front of the camera, unlike me, so he's not going to do too much talking, but he's come up with a really great lesson for you today. So we are going to talk about 3D shapes. He went around his room to find a sphere, a cylinder, a rectangular prism, a cone, and a cube. So unlike all the shapes that we've looked at so far this year, these are three-dimensional because you can put things inside. Also, at the end of our regular lesson today, Matteo has done a challenge for you. And let me tell you, it is some seriously hard math. So if you're up for the challenge, stay with me till the end. All right, boys and girls. So we're going to talk about faces today, vertices, and edges. Matteo's going to be the model when I do the writing. So we're going to look for faces, which are the flat surfaces of a 3D object. The vertices are the points where the edges meet. They kind of look like corners. And the edges are the flat sides. Okay? All right, so here we go. Let's look at a sphere. Matteo, how many faces does a sphere have?
There are no faces on the sphere.
So there's no faces. Why not?
No flat edges.
No flat edges. So without flat edges, can we have edges?
No.
So we have no edges. Without edges, can we have vertices?
Nope.
So 0, 0, and 0. That was the easiest one. All right, Matteo, let's go to our cylinder. All right, Matteo actually made this in 3rd grade, he thinks, or maybe 4th. So he's a 9th grader now, so they forget. But inside, you can actually see a planet. Pretty cool, huh? All right, so anyway, Matteo, how many faces does a cylinder have?
2 faces.
Awesome. All right, how many edges does it have? And it has 2 edges. Does it have any vertices?
It does not have any.
Why does it not have any vertices?
No points that meet at one point. There's no edges that meet at one point.
Awesome. So 0. Again, not a super hard one. All right, let's look at a rectangular prism. He's a science and math guy. I've told you that before, and he brought one of his science books for a rectangular prism. All right, so let's take a look here, Matteo. How many faces does this one have?
A lot of faces. It has 6 faces.
Ooh, 6. Can you show us 6?
Yeah, 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, and 1 here.
Oh, wow, that's a lot. All right, how many edges does it have?
Got a lot of. It has 12 edges. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That is only 8, Matteo. 8.
Are you sure it only has 8?
I'm pretty sure.
I think because here would be 1, and here would be 1, and here would be 1, and here would be 1, which would be
12.
12, like you originally said. Okay, so now how many vertices does it have? The vertices are like the corners, the points where all of those edges meet. 8. Count them for us.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Awesome. Alrighty, next is our cone. Now, many of you love cones when it's filled with ice cream, but this cone is actually a Lego. So this one's a pretty cool one as well. How many of you like to build with Legos? All right, let's take a look at this one, Matteo. How many faces? 1. Only 1 flat side. All right, does it have any edges? It has 1 edge. Does it have any vertices?
It does.
It does. Are we sure? What is a vertice? It's when edges meet. So is there an edge meeting there? No, so it looks like 1, but super deceiving. Alrighty, and our final one is our cube. Now this isn't a perfect cube, but it's a really cute cube. Look, it's a llama with bunny ears. So cute. All right, so here we go. This is our cube, even though it's not super perfect. But Matteo, our cube has how many faces? Ooh, look, pretty similar to a rectangular prism. I wonder if it's going to have the same amount of edges. Does it, Matteo?
Does.
It also has 12 edges. And how many vertices?
I bet it's 8.
It is. Can you show us to them?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Great job. All right, boys and girls. So here are our 3D shapes. Here's our number of faces, our number of vertices, and our number of edges. Now, Matteo is very mathy, which is why he's my math guy. And he's like, ooh, let's do a challenge. So, you know how we talked about area is what covers an object? Well, and we always have to have our units squared. Well, Matteo today knows in a 3D object, it's not just what covers, it's what can go inside, and that's called the volume. So, Matteo walked me through this, because remember, I'm not mathy. So, here we go. All right, so he told me that the volume of a cube, and again, we were looking at our tissue box, what can fit inside, our volume is S to the third power. So the S stands for a side. So side to the third is what the volume would be. Our side is measured in inches, and it is 5 inches. So volume equals 5 to the third power. So the third power means, and I had no idea, that you had to go 5 times 5 times 5. Now, if you're up for that challenge, give us a pause and don't come back until you know that 5 times 5 is 25, which we all know. And then 25 times 5 is 125. So our volume is 125 inches cubed. Wow, what a great challenge. All right, thank you, boys and girls, for doing math with Matteo. Bye for now.
Bye.